the game, cause see the boxing voice.
Welcome back, gang, for the first time and hopefully many more to come. Don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel and click on the notifications right here, this little bell, so you can get those emails every time we go.
Since we're talking about great trainers, obviously John David Jackson has now been training Clarissa Shields, and we could see it. Is she going to hold camp in Florida? Is that what she's been doing? Or
She's going to go first. She's going to do a first part of her camp in Colorado. And then she's going to go to Florida for the rest.
Oh wow! So in Colorado, will she be with John David, or will she do Colorado then meet up in?
No, she's going to do with John David.
Okay.
Oh, she's taking this fight very seriously, as is Christina. They're both, they're both very intense about their trainings. Yesterday we had a press conference. Both the ladies very focused. Clarissa set out to prove one thing, Christina set out to prove another thing, and we had a tremendous turnout, and it is going to be one of the biggest boxing sporting events. I want to say of this year, but it goes more than this year. I want to say of all time, because it's the first women's super fight, and it's two ladies in their peak, wanting to be the best and fighting one another. It's going to be tremendous. Live on Showtime, April 13th.
Now, as Clarissa's promoter, how do you make sure that she gets the recognition for what it is that she's doing in so short time? If we compare it to any male fighter active, no one's done what she's done. Maybe Lomachenko?
Lomachenko lost his
He lost to Orlando Salita, exactly. So, like, how is it that she's not being talked about with the Canelos, the Joshuas, and the Lomachenkos, Terrence Crawfords of the world?
Well, because she's a woman fighter, and this fight, this accomplishment is gonna be another important step in breaking the barrier. And I think the winner of this fight should join the pound-for-pound list, the all-in-all pound-for-pound list.
Now, being as though that she's taken this super fight so early in her career, as a promoter, you have to have a plan for her. Who else is out there that's on the level of a Christina Hammer that can continue her rise to stardom?
Well, there's Cecilia Breckers, of course. There's some other ladies that are coming up. There's Savannah Marshall. So there's some big fight opportunities for her out there. But we focus on one fight at a time. This April 13th event is going to be huge. Showtime is doing 2 episodes of All Access. It's also another first. Clarissa has had a great year in terms of, I want to say here, a great 12 months in terms of just getting exposure outside of the ring, and all that is going to come together with this first super fight. It's going to take place at April 13th. And I want to say that it's not taking place at any venue. It's taking place at Boardwalk Hall. It's an iconic place that has some of the biggest fights in boxing.
How did Boardwalk Hall become a play? I mean, boxing was big in Atlantic City when Mike Tyson was there. We've seen main events and Kathy Duva attempt to revive Atlantic City. How is it that Atlantic City is working for Dmitry Salita and Salita Promotions?
Well, we're all working together. And we're blessed to have good professional people that know what they're doing in each particular field. That's why we were able to have the success that we had. Clarissa is managed by Mark Taffet, one of the most qualified people in the boxing business, who's participated and promoted some of the biggest fights in boxing. So he's a very big part in guiding the Clarissa ship, and as well as helping to raise women's boxing to the next level. So we have great people working with us, and we want to make every fight and every event, particularly an event as important as this one, as big as possible, and as powerful and as meaningful as possible, and it's going to be fantastic.
You spoke about the 2 All Access that's never been done for a female fight. Any worries, or do you think that's exactly what she needs with her personality? You spoke about it, but she's a little more like a Mayweather and a lot less, what you would expect. She tells you how good she is. She's not waiting for your recognition and your accolades. How do you think that's going to come across for the American public?
I mean, I think it's going to come across great, because Clarissa keeps it real. And she's a true, real American hero story. She's the American dream, because she grew up in Flint, Michigan, one of the toughest places to grow up in the United States, and became Olympic gold medalist first time when she was 17 years old, being the only man or woman to win the Olympics, and the second time she was 21 years old. So those are incredible accomplishments, and she has every right to express her feelings and to be herself. I just want to say for the record, her pro debut she fought Franchon Cruz, who's the current WBC super middleweight champion. So she fought a very, very tough level of competition from the beginning, and her accomplishments speak for themselves. She walks the walk and she talks the talk.
You being her promoter, have you signed any other female fighters to give her inventory to choose from in the future?
So I also promote Christina Hammer, and for that reason we were able to set up the super fight. We work with other female fighters in different weight classes, working on an IBF featherweight world title fight with Yelena Savelova, who was World Prospect of the Year. And we are currently working on lining up some fights for her in that weight class as well, for Clarissa. But you know, we are very focused on April 13th because that's going to be just a gigantic event, and I'm happy that we have your coverage always.
Well, all right, Dmitry, man, thank you. If you have any social media, please give it out at this time.
That's Salita, PROM, on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook. And please do follow our fighters. We're going to announce an exciting televised undercard with some of the best new talents, I do want to say, in the heavyweight division.
New talent in the heavyweight
division. You'll see soon.
So you got a fighter that you don't want to say who he is. It's kind of counterproductive.
We're gonna announce it, but
why? Because the ink hasn't dried.
Oh, the ink is dry.
So if the ink is dried, he's your fighter. Why can't you say his name?
Well, because it's gonna get announced on a bigger platform.
Oh, a bigger. You see how he threw the shade at me right there? Not big enough for the announcement. All right.
No, it's nothing against it.
Oh, that's what I understood.
No.
That's what I understood. Give me. I want initials. What country is he from?
He's from the United States of America.
United States?
Talk to me, baby.
Is he amateur?
Oh, he's pro. He's 17-0.
United States. Testing. Greg Corbin?
No.
Oh, I don't know.
Greg Corbin.
All right, he's from the United States, from Texas. He's around 17-0. Whoa, he's fighting on the Dallas card versus Charles Martin.
Yes.
So you're saying he's better than Craig Corbin with that face, 100%. That facial expression.
100%.
What sort of accolades does he have?
Elite amateur.
Elite amateur, okay.
Beat Cam Awesome.
Cam Awesome, okay.
You know Cam Awesome is,
yeah,
right?
absolutely.
So beat the legendary Cam Awesome as a teenager. Won the U.S. Nationals. Beat Cassius Chaney. Beat someone
what
like
state?
Michigan.
Oh, Detroit, okay. Well, all right, we'll wait for the announcement. Thank you for the time.
You make me feel like saying it.
Guilty. I made you feel guilty. You might as well just drop the name.
His name is Jermaine Franklin.
Jermaine Franklin.
17-0.
Breaking news, Dmitry Salita, Salita Promotions. Thank you, man. Good luck to you, Clarissa Shields.
For you, everything.
And Big
I told
Baby.
you from the beginning of the interview.
Listen,
everything, man.
Say it at the top of your lungs so everybody else understands.
Great interviewers, like Barbara Walters, are able to pull information.
Extract things, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Thank you, man.
Like, subscribe, and share. As always, if you want to support us to the next level, head over to the patreon.com/ThaBoxingVoice. We have tons of exclusive from Border Wars, Entitled, betting shows, the list goes on and on and on. But in addition to that, if you guys have questions for fighters, trainers, and promoters, this is where you can submit them. We will run out, get these questions answered, and put it back on the show just for you guys. Appreciate it. Peace.